The Mk12 SPR, or Special Purpose Rifle, was born out of a very specific battlefield problem. In the late 1990s and early 2000s, U.S. Special Operations Forces found themselves fighting in environments where standard M4 carbines lacked the range and precision to dominate open terrain, while traditional bolt-action sniper rifles were often too slow, too heavy, or too specialized for fast-moving infantry units. What operators needed was a rifle that could bridge the gap, a weapon accurate enough to engage targets at extended distances, but still compact, semi-automatic, and flexible enough to move with a squad. That need is what gave life to the Mk12 SPR. The story of the Mk12 begins with collaboration rather than a single manufacturer. It was developed through the efforts of the Naval Surface Warfare Center Crane Division, working closely with special operations units who provided constant feedback from real combat scenarios. Instead of designing an entirely new weapon, Crane engineers started with the familiar Arkansas 15 platform, building on its proven ergonomics, modularity, and logistics compatibility. This decision alone made the Mk12 incredibly practical, as it could share many parts and training similarities with existing service rifles. At the heart of the Mk12 SPR is its barrel, which sets it apart from standard infantry rifles. The Mk12 uses an 18-inch stainless steel barrel, longer than the M4's 14.5 inches but shorter than most sniper rifles. This length strikes a balance between velocity and maneuverability, allowing the 5.56 x 45 mm NATO round to achieve higher muzzle velocity and better ballistic performance at longer ranges. The barrel was designed for accuracy, capable of consistently delivering sub-MOA performance with the right ammunition, something unheard of for most service rifles at the time. Speaking of ammunition, the Mk12 was optimized around the Mk262 cartridge, a 77-grain open-tip match round developed specifically to enhance long-range effectiveness from a 5.56 platform. Compared to standard M855 ball ammunition, Mk262 offers better accuracy, improved terminal performance, and greater consistency at extended distances. This combination of rifle and ammunition allowed designated marksmen to effectively engage targets out to 600 meters and beyond, dramatically extending the reach of small infantry units. The rifle's gas system also reflects its precision-focused design. The Mk12 uses a rifle-length gas system, which reduces recoil impulse and improves reliability when firing higher-pressure match ammunition. This smoother operation helps the shooter maintain sight picture during rapid follow-up shots, a crucial advantage in combat where multiple targets may appear in quick succession. Unlike bolt-action rifles, the Mk12 allows the shooter to stay on target and continue engaging without breaking position. Another defining feature of the Mk12 SPR is its free-floating handguard. Early versions used the PRI carbon fiber handguard, which was lightweight, rigid, and designed to isolate the barrel from external pressure. This free-floating design ensures that accuracy is not affected by sling tension, bipod loading, or accessories mounted to the rail. Later variants incorporated different rail systems, but the core concept remained the same: maximum accuracy with minimum interference. Optics were a critical part of the Mk12's identity. Unlike standard infantry rifles that relied on iron sights or low magnification optics, the Mk12 was typically paired with mid-range scopes such as the Leupold 3.5-10x or 2.5-8x. These optics gave designated marksmen the ability to identify, track, and engage targets at distances well beyond the reach of standard carbines, while still maintaining enough field of view for closer engagements. Backup iron sights were also included, ensuring redundancy in case optics failed in combat. The Mk12 was produced in two primary configurations, commonly referred to as Mod 0 and Mod 1. The Mod 0 retained the distinctive PRI handguard and front sight assembly, while the Mod 1 featured a more conventional free-float rail system that allowed greater flexibility for mounting accessories. Both variants shared the same core performance characteristics, and both saw extensive service with U.S. Navy SEALs, Army Special Forces, and other special operations units. In combat, the Mk12 SPR quickly proved its worth. During operations in Afghanistan and Iraq, designated marksmen armed with the Mk12 were able to engage enemy fighters at distances where return fire was often ineffective. In mountainous terrain and urban environments alike, the rifle provided overwatch capability without requiring a dedicated sniper team. This flexibility made the Mk12 especially valuable for patrols, raids, and defensive positions where rapid response and precision were equally important. What truly set the Mk12 apart, however, was how it reshaped the concept of the designated marksman. Instead of being a lightly trained rifleman with a slightly better optic, the designated marksman armed with a Mk12 became a precision shooter embedded directly within the squad. This role enhanced unit lethality, improved situational awareness, and reduced reliance on heavier sniper assets. In many ways, the Mk12 helped redefine modern infantry tactics. Despite its strengths, the Mk12 was not without limitations. Its longer barrel and suppressor-ready configuration made it heavier and less compact than standard carbines. In close-quarters combat, it could feel unwieldy compared to an M4. Additionally, while the 5.56 x 45 mm cartridge performed exceptionally well with Mk262 ammunition, it still lacked the raw energy of larger calibers at extreme ranges. These factors eventually led to the development and adoption of newer platforms designed to fulfill similar roles with updated technology. Over time, rifles like the Mk14 EBR, the HK416-based DMRs, and later the M110A1 began to replace the Mk12 in frontline service. However, the Mk12's influence did not fade. Its design philosophy, precision, modularity, and integration within infantry units became the blueprint for modern designated marksman rifles. Many civilian precision Arkansas 15 builds today trace their lineage directly back to the Mk12 SPR. Among firearms enthusiasts and military historians, the Mk12 has achieved near-legendary status. It represents a moment when battlefield necessity drove innovation in a practical, elegant way. Rather than chasing extremes, the Mk12 focused on balance, enough range, enough accuracy, enough mobility. That balance is why it remains so respected even years after its peak service life. Today, the Mk12 SPR stands as a symbol of adaptability in modern warfare. It shows how a well-designed weapon can fill a critical niche and fundamentally change how units fight. Whether viewed as a precision tool, a tactical milestone, or an icon of early 21st century special operations, the Mk12 SPR continues to capture the imagination of those who study military small arms. And in the end, that may be its greatest legacy. The Mk12 SPR wasn't just a rifle, it was a solution, a bridge between the rifleman and the sniper, between speed and precision, and between traditional infantry tactics and the realities of modern combat.